Well, I have returned to the Susquehannock Trail, round 2, after my failure to complete the trail 3 weeks ago. Starting tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. at Patterson State Park, I will be out to begin my 85-mile through hike of the STS. Well, it is about 5 p.m. here at the Ranger's Cabin. We're enjoying the final few minutes of daylight. Got a fire going inside and outside. And as you can see, I have somebody with me this time. This is the Colonel, one of my buddies from back home. How's it going, Colonel?
Real good, happy to be here.
He is my non-support support, if that makes sense. I'm still planning to do my FKT completely unsupported. Colonel is just here for moral support and to hang out here with me at the cabin, and he's going to try to find me at some of the trailheads and road crossings and film me as I run by. So that is his job on this trip. We'll see how that works out.
Don't mess it up, Colonel.
Well, we're gonna go inside our nice warm cabin and enjoy some carry out from Deb's down in Cross Fork, and we'll talk to you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It's 4:30 a.m. here at the cabin. I'm enjoying my last few moments of warmth in front of the little heater and the fireplace here. Hopping in the truck, heading over to Patterson State Park. It's time to get it done. I have a good feeling about today. I feel great, and I'm ready to give it my best.
Oh, there it is. We're live. There is a confident Jason Wish standing before you.
Oh yeah. I think I'm ready. We've got great temperatures for this. What did our truck say, 44?
Yeah, something 45.
Nice. It feels warm. It's breezy, a little breezy, but it's warm.
Boy, double check you don't forget anything.
It's all on my back right now.
Okay. Because I can't give it to you once you forget it.
I know. All right, I'm here at Patterson State Park. It's 5 a.m. It's time to go. 85 miles ahead of me. Oh, Colonel.
It'll be a long day,
It's gonna be a long day. Man, this thing kind of bothers me. I feel like I'm gonna smash my face on this Sawyer squeeze. Look at that, it's right in my face.
Man,
that's terrible. Yeah, that might be coming off for most of the time. We'll see. Alrighty. Hopefully things go my way this time. I'm not near as nervous and overwhelmed at what I'm about to do like I was last time, but I still feel a little tingle in my stomach after gorging myself with 650 calories this morning at the cabin, but I feel good, I feel confident, I'm ready to go. All right, Colonel, I think I'll see you down at Wharton or whatever it's called when I cross the road here in about 5 hours. All righty, let's get rolling.
I'll be there.
If you're awake, you'll be there. All right, thanks, Colonel. That is a welcome sight. Crossing the road here. I think I'm around mile 6.5 or 7. That's where I'm at. Oh man, it's gonna be beautiful today. 7:15. Made it to my first shelter there. Wild boy shelter or something like that. Making good time. Just ran down this hill for the last half mile. Doing really well. Feel great. I feel a little more tired on the uphills than I did last time, but overall, doing real good.
I'm bored already. Oh my word, it's 7:30. Whew. It's gonna be a long day, folks.
I'm just a few miles away from crossing East Fork Road, which I believe is near a little village or something called Wharton, maybe? I could be wrong. But my buddy, the Colonel, is supposed to meet me there and film me and just ask how I'm doing. And like I said earlier, I am doing this totally unsupported. He has no support whatsoever except filming me and words of encouragement as I run by. So looking forward to giving Colonel an update as I run by him here in about, oh, I don't know, half hour probably. He is a little bit directionally challenged, so hopefully he finds the checkpoint We actually drove by all the checkpoints where he intends to film me yesterday, so he was familiar with them. But I'm still a little worried that he may have went back to the cabin and fell asleep, or maybe gets turned around and can't find the locations we discussed. So we'll see.
On my way to what I call Jameson to meet Jason. I'm a half hour early, just in case he's a ball of fire and gets there a half hour early. Pulling in. Here's where he said to meet. I hope I don't get thrown out. I'm here at the Jameson Road STS hiker parking. Jason, I've been here for 10 minutes and not a car goes by, and I turn this on and here goes some hunter and a Buick SUV. Anyway, Jason should be here in the next 10 minutes. I guess I'll keep eyeballing him on the Garmin. Hurry up and wait. This trail seems very well marked. The first place I come to, I see a blaze and then a blaze way out there. Even I could figure this out. So Jason's Garmin inReach looks like it is right on top of us, but we should see him any second coming. Before Jason does get here, I want to be clear that I am just here to videotape and say hi. I'm not giving him any supplies, other than, you know, nothing. I mean, just other than a hey, how you doing? That's all I'm giving him, and I'm just happy to get away from home and be a part of it. So this is a lot easier than what he's doing. There he is. He's moving. He's gonna come by here like a rocket.
I'm just getting ready to come out on East Fork Road here. Mile 13, averaging 3.8 miles an hour. I see the Colonel up there in my truck. I'm gonna blow by him. I'll just keep it rolling. That way we got lots of proof of unsupported.
Looks like he's right on time too. He told me 8:30. I better zoom out here and get ready to get out of his way.
Colonel.
Hey, hey! You're right on time.
I am right on time, man. Did I say 8:30?
Yeah, you said 8:30, so you just keep this up on the next 5 stops and you'll be smoking it.
I'm feeling strong. I'm at mile 13, averaging 3.8 miles an hour, so right on pace.
All right, good deal.
All righty, man.
Happy to hear it.
Everything's going good. I fell down once on a blowdown, but other than that, man, I've been doing good.
All right, nice.
All right, we will see you in Cross Fork, buddy.
Hey, don't stop. We'll see you then. And then there's that moment when a person doesn't know what else to do and they feel bad just driving around, wasting gas and mileage, so they thought, well, how about we just go watch some TV? See you at 1 o'clock, buddy.
Gravel Lick Shelter. And I took advantage of that nice bench for another minute, just like last time. But on the move again. Finally got my breath back after that 1.5 mile climb. My goodness. That was not a fun hill back there. Jeez. So glad to be back to the top. Coming out onto McConnell Road. Food consumption is going well. My stomach is feeling great. Probably not eating the amount of calories that I need to, but I am getting most of them down. I organized my food a little differently this time. Instead of doing 4 bags for 4 segments, I broke the trail up into 3 segments, 3 28-mile segments. So 3 bags of food. Each bag has around 2,500 to 2,600 calories, so about 7,500 calories for the whole trail. It weighed in around 4 pounds. Before I packed up my food bags and left for this trip, I did have all of my food spread out on my dining room table. So let's go to that clip right now and you can see what I brought with me. Okay, this is the food supply for my second attempt on the Susquehannock Trail. And to simplify things just a little bit, I have divided it up into 3 segments instead of 4. with each segment being 28 miles. So there's my 3 Ziploc bags that everything will be packed up into. So I'll be starting my morning off with a Packet Gourmet Peach Passion Smoothie and a Cliff Bar, so that will not be packed in my food bag. And I do have another Berry Jumpstart Smoothie from Packet Gourmet that I will probably be eating or drinking in the early morning hours of the second day. So that is going to be a lot easier for me to consume versus having another green belly bar, which can be very hard to eat sometimes, especially when your stomach is slightly distressed. So I've trimmed this way back from my previous food loadout from my first attempt, and I still have some green belly bars, but only 2. So that lightens the load quite a bit. I have added some maltodextrin powder, which is just basically carbohydrates for energy. So I have 2 bags of those. I've added some bone broth, 1 for each segment, because that was what I was really craving last time when my stomach was distressed. The only electrolytes I'm taking this time is Tailwind and Noon tablets. So if we take a look at one of these papers here, these sticky notes, for my second segment of 28 miles, 2,965 calories. I want to do that segment in 9 hours. That would be a 3.2 mile per hour average, 329 calories per hour, or 105 calories per mile. And I've done this with each segment. So segment 1, I hope to complete in 8 hours, which is the pace I was on last time. That gives me 9 hours for segment 2 and gives me 10 hours for segment 3. And I can drop all the way down to a 2.8 miles per hour. So as long as I can maintain 3.15 miles per hour average throughout the entire 85 miles, I will be able to complete the trail in less than 27 hours. And I have far less caffeine this time. The only caffeine I'm bringing with me is a little bit that's in this Noon electrolyte powder mix. And over here, oh, I have one right here on the Honey Stinger. So I'll be saving those strictly for late in the evening, probably early morning hours of the second day, to help me push through when I need some extra energy. And then I also have caffeine in these 2 energy gels here. So a lot less caffeine, a lot less sugar. I'm not bringing any liquid IV this time, and I'm only bringing 1 of the Mountain Ops. They have 200 milligrams of caffeine in them, and I'm only going to take that as a last resort and maybe my final 4 or 5 hours if I need a energy kick to finish. So I am adding some Spam, 2 packets of Spam, just some more salty items and less sweet items. The only segment I'm taking 2 Honey Stingers is in segment 1, and I have 1 in both other segments. I have 2 bags of salty lime potato chips, just for something different, something salty and less sugar. On Sheltoe Trace, I really liked the Cliff Blocks, so I have a couple packs of Cliff Blocks here, 1 for each segment, as well as Honey Stinger blocks. So I've never tried those, but I'm going to give those a shot because I really like the Honey Stinger gels. Inside the Ziploc bags with the Noon tablets, electrolyte tablets, I also have ginger tablets and some ginger gum, like ginger chews. So I'm hoping those items will help me get through any stomach issues where I feel like I may be getting sick, or a queasy stomach or distressed stomach. So that is all my food for my second attempt on the STS. Alright, everything's all bagged up in my 3 Ziploc bags. Let's get it into the bear bag and we'll get a total weight. Alright, total weight is 2.22 kilograms or 4.1 pounds, which is about right where I wanted to be. I was hoping to be under 4 pounds, so pretty darn close.
Alright, we're on a nice downhill grade. Time to run again. Update time. Coming up on mile 22 here shortly, which is 1/4 of the way through. So feeling really good about my pace. I've been able to maintain a 3.8 mile per hour speed, and I'm very happy with that. So I am ahead of where I was last time, I think I was falling off to about 3.6 by now. My feet are starting to get a little worn out. I mean, they're sore a little bit, so I took a couple ibuprofen. Knees, not too bad. Energy level, yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little more tired now than I was when I started, that's for sure. But overall, have lots of energy left. Still able to consume all my food on schedule. So I'm happy about that. Coming up on the Hammersley pool area. Been passing all kinds of beautiful campsites. I highly recommend the Hammersley wild area. It is gorgeous. And the camping is just phenomenal along the river. And I've been able to run almost all of it. Well, not run, slow jog. But it's almost all downhill. If you go counterclockwise, when you come into the Hammersley area, it's like miles, 3, maybe 4 miles of flat and downhill. It is so nice. All right, well, we have about 9, 10 miles, I think, down to Cross Fork, where I should expect to see the Colonel there filming me as I come out of the woods or coming into the village of Cross Fork, one or the other. Well, I'm here in Cross Fork. There's Deb's Diner, where I'll be enjoying a Bubba Burger tomorrow night. Up the hill to the STS. I am 1/3 of the way through. Coming up on mile 28 here real soon. And Colonel was supposed to be here to visit me and film me. But he followed his GPS and it took him down a dead-end road. And he didn't make it in time. Unbelievable. There's 2 roads to get here. Route 44 and Route 144. And you drive right by it. It's the easiest direction in the world to get here. I can't believe he didn't make it. But I can't keep waiting around. I'm walking back into the woods. All right, there. Back on the trail. It's 12:30. Still maintaining a 3.8 mile per hour speed, but it's getting more and more difficult to do that because the uphills are really wearing on me. But I can still fly down the downhills pretty good, and that's where I'm making up my time. So we'll keep pushing on. This is giving me a lot of leeway for the final 2 sections. Yeah, you can tell I'm worn out. You know, any little hill, I lose my breath. All right, let's get to it. I mean, I'm just very frustrated right now with Colonel. He had 3.5 hours and only one job to make it to Cross Fork for the last filming before dark. I mean, I know it's only 12:30, but there's nowhere for him to find me on the trail again until Ole Bull State Park, and that's gonna be at least 8 p.m. tonight. Oh.
Okay, so I was supposed to meet Jason at Cross Fork. He had his time estimated at 1 o'clock. He made it there like 15 minutes early, and due to a GPS glitch, I got sent down a road, like something Tower Road, and it about 2 miles into it, it just dead ends to nothing. So I had to turn around and go back, and that put me behind. I would have been probably 20 minutes early at best, but now Jason doesn't know it, but I did find another crossing. I am at the Lyman Run Trail here, so he should be coming in about 10 or 15 minutes. Either way, I'll wait on him and surprise him. So, all right, stay tuned. Okay, so to give you a little understanding of what I'm working with here, Jason had given me a trail map with several easy spots to meet him. There's where we met him the first time, where he was right on time. This page shows him starting up here at Patterson. So, anywho, I was here at 10 to 1 and he was already through. So he's somewhere in here now, I am at these two roads where they intersect, Shepherd Road and something else. I really don't know what it is. It's not marked. We are out in the boonies. So I'll surprise him here. He must think I'm going to Ole Bull, because that, where he at, is the next scheduled meetup between 7 and 8. So he had everything figured to the minute, or to the hour, prior to this. I guess he's planning on possibly wearing out, so he's getting himself, I'll be there 7 to 8 somewhere. And after Ole Bull, he will be crossing the Cherry Springs Fire Tower, where the cabin is, where we're staying, somewhere between 1 and 2 a.m. And then I will be able to meet him at Lyman Run State Park between 3 and 5. Notice the time spacings get a little farther apart. And then skipping that one. And then I would see him at the finish, hopefully, between 8 and 10 a.m. So, we'll hopefully be in the right spot at the right time next time and not have to fly by the seat of our pants. All right, we got him. We got him. I knew I could get in front. I headed him off at the pass.
I was hoping you'd find one of these roads.
Man alive, you are smoking on fire.
Yeah. I've been climbing that hill for freaking 2 miles, man, out across Fork. This is a killer. Boy.
How do you feel?
I'm ready to get some downhills.
Yeah.
We're at mile 30 and a half. My average just fell at 3.6 miles per hour.
Wow. Well, I told everybody a little bit ago, before you got here, that you were 12 minutes early at Cross Fork.
Yeah.
So, and I would have been 20 had I not had the detour. But, yeah, couldn't pull it off. Totally redeemed myself.
You gotta look at the map real close. Maybe you can find another spot before Cross Fork.
Well, we're past Cross Fork, bud.
I mean, Ole Bull.
Ole Bull, there you go.
You still filming?
I'm filming.
I'm starting to, my stomach feels great.
Good.
So no gut bombs, no upset stomach.
What mile are you at right now?
30 and a half.
30 and a half.
31.
Okay.
So if I can maintain this pace, which I know I can't because I'm going to come into more hills and dark, I could get this done in under 24 hours.
Holy smokes.
So I got a lot of leeway. You know, I'm going to slow down. I'll be slowed down like 2.8, 2.9.
Nothing wrong with setting the bar high.
Oh. I'm having trouble eating my Spam.
We all do.
It's been lasting a long while. It's been lasting a long time. Meat jelly on the trail just doesn't sound very appetizing.
Huh. All right.
But got some tailwind electrolytes right here. I filtered all my water. So I scoop it up with this one. And when I want plain water, I just drink here. When I want to mix water, my electrolytes in my water, I walk and filter.
Oh,
I just
simple.
filter into this one, clean water, and
yep.
put my electrolytes in there.
Nice. You are quite the multitasker.
All right, man. I just killed a 200-yard walk. Let's go.
All right, get moving. We're here at Shepherd Road, and like I told you, we'll be meeting you next at Ole Bull. So stay tuned. Good luck. Be safe. Woo! All right, there. We have a very happy Jason Wish that just blew through Shepherd Road on the STS. So looking forward to maybe we intersect him at another road if it's easy enough, or definitely at Ole Bull. So this could be our last daylight crossing if I can't find another road. Don't these people know I'm making art? I'm gonna get me a streamy. Well, that was the excitement. Got to meet up with Miller. Now, sit back. We go twiddle our thumbs for 6 hours. This is going to be a lot of footage. I don't know if I'll sit through the whole video or not. Maybe I'll wait until the Restless Outdoors short version comes out and I'll just catch it there. Just amazing, the views that I didn't know existed in Pennsylvania. Man, all the way down there is a road. Looks like a pretty main road. I was probably on it earlier going to Cross Fork. Holy smokes. I can never get tired of looking at this.
Getting close to the Scoville shelter, Scoville branch shelter. But this area here kind of reminds me of the Susquehannock wild area where I saw elk last year. I'll throw that up there real quick so you can see the elk that I caught on camera at Susquehannock. Guys, there's a herd of elk in front of me. There's a whole herd of them right there. Wow. That's a pretty awesome sight. Still making great time. I have slowed down here since I started heading north, away from Donut Hole towards Scoville shelter. Scoville branch shelter. I think that's what it is. It's been slightly uphill and I'm definitely wearing down. So I think I'm gonna take a 5-minute break at the shelter, get my next food bag out, rest for a few minutes before hitting those brutal hills that go up and down where the gas lines are, where it's all mowed. So that is coming up here shortly. Want to know what time it is? Break time. Scoville branch shelter. You need to look inside the shelter. It is decked out. I would love to stay here in this shelter. There's a shelf back there with a candle, some off spray, a whole bunch of water, cooking utensils, a thermometer, clothesline. This is a very nice campsite. Right out there is the mowed gas lines. Oh, I don't even know what you call it. I can't think. The great big up and down hills where it's all mowed, where they got gas lines buried. That's where we're heading. After a 5-minute break, I'm gonna make me some broth, some bone broth, and get my next food bag out. Well, that was a much needed and a very nice break. But now, look what I have in front of me. Oh my gosh. The camera doesn't do this justice. This is like the size of our ski slope back in my hometown. Gee, Christmas. This is gonna be brutal. Yippee! It's another big one. I'm definitely running down this one because my pace is really slowed on the hills, uphills. So we're gonna make some good time running down that. And I go back in the woods right there about halfway up where the mowed grass kind of turns to the right. Looks like there's some red snow fins there or something. And we need some water. I am completely out of water. Oh, maybe there's some down here in the valley. All right, it is 10 after 5. I've been on the trail for officially 12 hours. And we just hit the halfway point, 42.5 miles. So that is what I was shooting for. I'm happy with that. I'm going to start falling off pace really bad now that it's getting very dark. And I'm getting pretty worn out. I can keep going, no problem. It's just gonna be a lot slower up the hills and probably very little jogging on the flats and the downhills. So I'm just gonna keep speed walking, try to maintain as close as I can to a 3.5 miles an hour. My average has slipped to a 3.5 miles per hour speed, and I'm sure it's gonna slowly start dropping off that, but I'm gonna do my best to maintain that speed.
Well, we are at Ole Bull, or not Old, I'm sorry, Ole Bull Campground, State Park Campground. My tablet doesn't have service. My phone don't have service. I can't track Jason. He's a little ahead of schedule, so I don't want to miss him. So I headed out. I think I'm about an hour early. I'm just looking for that headlamp bebopping through the night, and we'll see what happens. But I just had me a pulled pork wrap, and now I'm gonna have a Spam and cheese wrap. The suspense is killing me. It's now 7:25 and no Jason. So he's maybe dropping behind a little bit. I know it's gotta be tough going in the night, but boy, it sure makes you get bored. I've had a lot of conversations with myself. A few arguments, but we made up. I'm just here with the G7X Mark II. Jason's second fiddle. I'm guessing I'll see him any minute. If I don't see him by 8:15, I'm gonna have to drive to where there's service to track him. I mean, just to make sure he's moving. I hate to think he's hurt or something. So that's what gets me bored and anxious, I guess, is the unknown. If I could see his dot moving, I guess I wouldn't care how far out he was, but not knowing why he's running behind is torture. Okay, well, here's an update. It is 8:40, and this is tough without technology. Still can't find Jason. I decided to drive back away from him toward the fire tower cabin. On the way back I can get service. So I was driving for a signal. And then I just, all of a sudden, I drove probably 6 miles away and my phone starts blowing up with messages. Some are family, some are him. So he's at the spot where he was throwing up his Snickers bar on the first attempt. So I don't exactly know where that was. So hopefully he's on his way here. Hopefully he's just a little bit away. Ole Bull State Park. Shows him somewhere over here. Let's see here, yeah. I'm guessing that's gonna be him about this point. So he really did fall behind, unfortunately. At least he had that cushion. I seen some campers up around a campfire and I asked them if they seen a backpacker come through here, and they says, hey, well, we wonder what you were doing sitting here all this time. And I did ask if they had Wi-Fi, and sadly they did not. So I guess we just hurry up and wait. Okay, there is Jason coming at me right now, I hope. Whew. Tell you what, I was getting scared. How you feeling? Are you not sick, are you?
I'm not 100%, but I'm not sick.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it took so freaking long to get over this mountain. It is huge. The mountains I've been going up are unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
I was down to 1 mile an hour for a couple of them.
Well, I was getting scared. I thought, my gosh.
I'm gonna sit on a picnic table.
All right.
I gotta check a couple hot spots on my feet.
All right. Oh, good footage,
and,
yeah.
Eat some food and drink some water.
All right.
My average speed's down to 3.2 according to Gaia.
Whew.
If I go to Strava, 3.38. 53 miles.
That's where you're at right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Gaia is at least 2 behind. Gaia
okay.
would probably say 51. For some reason I couldn't get, it won't show. All right.
All right.
Taking a 10-minute break.
10-minute break. Okay, what we got going on right now?
I just feel a little bit of a hot spot there. There's no blister yet, but you know, gotta take precautions. So we're gonna.
Is that the
This
Leuko
is
tape?
Leuko tape.
Yeah.
This stuff sticks amazing.
Don't cut your foot.
Oh!
If I have to administer any first aid, that counts as supported.
Oh man.
So just a few minutes ago, we were talking about how it was instantly went from 55 to 44 degrees.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty chilly right now. So just had to do a quick break. What, do you want to eat too while you're here?
I don't know what to eat, man. I just don't have much of an appetite for
all the food I brought. I'm gonna have to eat something though, because I'm losing my energy.
Yep.
Fresh pair of socks for the final 35 miles.
Oh.
32 miles, maybe.
Good to see you. Glad you're well.
Yep.
All right.
About half. Not too well.
Off into the dark you go.
All right, see you in who knows when.
All righty.
5 hours or so.
Call if there's an emergency.
Yep. All right, according to Gaia, here at 11:15, I have passed mile 56 and officially set my new personal best. And also, that means I am 2/3 of the way done with the trail. So, still have 28 miles to go, and believe me, it sounds daunting. So every step I take from here on out is a new personal best, and I have 6 more hours to add to it. Here around midnight, I think I'm gonna set up an emergency camp and try to get a little shut-eye for about 15 to 20 minutes. Well, it's time for the 24-hour update. It is 10 after 5, and Gaia says I am at 68 miles, and Strava says 71. Not sure why there's such a discrepancy, but I'm pretty sure Gaia is right on. So 68 miles in 24 hours, and I'm beat. And I got sick again around 2 o'clock. So I had to lay down for about 45 minutes and rest. And it's been slow going ever since. I think I might actually sit down again here in a little bit. I'm so ready to get this thing finished.
Here I am at Lyman Road Crossing. It is 5:54 a.m. Jason has just been hiking over 24 hours. So he started, I believe it was 10 after 5 yesterday morning, Friday. This is Saturday morning. So here we are. I'm probably 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes ahead of him. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint it because the terrain is so different here. It's, you know, so many hills. He might be flying through a section and he might be stumbling, struggling with hills. You know, one other thing I find interesting here, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, but, you know, you're driving on these back roads and, you know, in a perfect world, I'm always on time. Sometimes I struggle with direction. But when you're flying down these roads and you see deer on the sides of the road, the deer here are so much different than the Ohio deer. These deer are eating along the road ditches, I suppose because there's just so much woods and they can get, there's grass in the road ditches. They just sit there, they stand there and they watch you go by. It is like driving past old dairy cows. They don't care you're there. They don't freak out and spaz and run into the side of your car or try to cross the road in front of you. I have not had a deer yet try to cross the road in front of me. These deer have street smarts here. I'm a little confused. I see deer and I'm starting to brake or slow down and they don't care. They just look at you. If they had hands, they'd probably wave. I can't believe Jason gave me $500 to do this plus expenses. I mean, it's just a pretty good gig. The last update I have, the last pin is, let me turn you around here. Okay, where are we at here? 5:03 a.m. and currently it's 6:11, and that's even when I update or refresh or whatever you call it. It's still, there it goes. So I worry that, I don't know if he would know if the battery dies on the Garmin, if he forgets to plug it in, or did he stop and take a nap? That's where I'm struggling. So he's at Sunken Branch Road. All right, made an executive decision. I'm on the road. I'm gonna try to drive closer to Jason. 6:53 and I don't see a pin dropped. I tried to call him even just to see if he was awake, or I don't know if the Garmin died or if his battery bank died or what, but I'm curious. I guess if I see him, I'm gonna keep tracking him while I'm driving, and if I see him start moving, then I will, I guess, turn around and haul the mail back. So, all right. All the boredom is completely erased with this moments of excitement. You wouldn't believe how you have to, it feels like you have to drive so fast to catch a guy that's been walking for 27 hours.
Down Lyman Run Road.
Jason says he can't get the Garmin to work. I'm here at Lyman Run Road again still. And apparently Jason should be coming any minute. Oh, there's a cool looking suspension bridge or something down here. Let's just go take a walk and check this little fella out. All right, well, here we are. The Lyman Run footbridge. Okay, well, it'd be kind of cool to intersect him out here. I guess the trail goes that way. Ooh, picnic table. And, oh man, that's even a, yes it is, a bench. A death bench where you can just lay down and die. I guess he must really be rough. This is, it's sad to say, but this is the Jason wish that I could hike with. You get him injured, slow him down 7 or 8 knots. Yeah, I'll get out there with him. 7/19, November 21st. I'm in this little camping area right now. I can't imagine we're not just minutes away from seeing the elusive thru hiker Jason Wish. Huh. Is it support if I start kicking him to get him to go faster? Oh, thank goodness I finally see him. I just got a glimpse through some brush at 7:31. 7:31, I got a visual on him. He'll be coming through here in just a couple minutes across those 2 wood planks. Gee whiz. We got a visual. All right. You saw me standing there, huh?
Yep.
Did you hear me a few minutes ago?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you give me some Bigfoot whoops? 3 knocks?
No, nothing like that. I was talking to the camera. I didn't know if you, I saw you a glimpse over yonder. So
I never saw the bear hunter.
I don't know if maybe he ended up going that way. Do you know after this truck over here parked, 12 trucks bumper to bumper passed? I thought, holy, there must be people everywhere. I come down here and I thought, boy, I'm a little uncomfortable not having orange on.
Oh, God. I can't figure out why my GPS isn't working anymore.
Did you stop for a period of time?
Yeah, I stopped in one of the shelters for a half hour at 5:30 there, and I had to charge it because it was going dead.
Yeah.
And when I turned it back on, it didn't start tracking. I don't know what's going on. It still says 0 feet right now.
But you have Gaia and the
yeah, I got Gaia and Strava going.
Strava, there it is. Okay. The last pin I have is 503 at what, Sunken Road or something?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, that's where we turned around the other day.
I had just left to go to that pin.
Oh.
And then you finally text, and I was like 8 minutes away.
Oh my goodness.
I was actually admiring this nice camping spot through here.
There's even nicer ones back there.
Oh, really? Yeah, this is a little close to the road.
Oh, I gotta get water, so we're gonna take a break.
Oh, well, there you go. It's a good spot, it looks like.
Oh my God.
Giardia free water.
Oh. So, I stopped for about a 45-minute nap. Well, I tried to take a nap at about 1:30 a.m. and it was cold. I was waiting and waiting and waiting to go up on the top of a ridge, but it was just like 3 or 4 miles of flat walking down the valley. And I was like, I gotta lay down. I was like getting blurry-eyed and not be able to think straight. Laid down and I was just shivering. You know, that Costco quilt. Not very warm, even though I had my puffy on.
I think it's colder than they originally said.
Oh, I had frost.
Yeah, it's 32, the truck said.
Yeah, it's cold.
Uh-huh.
So, tried to eat a few things. Got back on the trail and puked it all up. 2 a.m. So it's like right back in the same boat as it was 3 weeks ago when I was here.
Huh.
And I stopped at the Dynamite Shelter on Sunken Branch Road at 5 o'clock. Went to charge my Garmin, I had been charging it for a while, but when you unplug it, it turns off. And that's what stopped the tracking. And it never started up again.
That's odd. Usually it does start back up.
Yeah. No, Colonel, I still got 15 miles, 14 and a half miles.
You got a ways to go.
I'm going to be between noon and 1, probably closer to 1.
This Garmin thing's going to end up like the vote counts in Michigan. There are going to be a lot of discrepancies, lawsuits.
Yeah. Everybody watching on MapShare probably thinks I'm still back at that shelter and calling it quits.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Well, he's calling it quits, laid down and died, something.
It's going to end up being 32 hours.
Is that what you're thinking? 32.
That's
okay.
Still a solid time.
All right. I woke up at 5. Well, I woke up several times checking on you.
Yeah.
And I thought, man alive, here it is. It's been 24 hours. And at that point, you were stopped. And I thought, wonder what he's doing.
I did a 24-hour update. I was at 68 mile.
You did an update on your camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I guess
I'm sure your footage would be way better on the Mark III. I got this old relic here.
I don't know. Hopefully there's no ticking noise in the background on the Mark II.
Jason is suiting up. He's ready to hydrate and get to moving. Jason, I know you're hurting, but I think it is time. Where you at? It's time. Unleash the Kraken.
I don't have anything else left to unleash. I got 14 miles left, 14 and a half miles left. It's probably going to be a 2.5 mile an hour pace. It is what it is.
That is my kind of hiking right there.
I can't run anymore. After mile 40, I did very little running.
Yeah. Even downhills?
Yep.
Yep,
I still ran some downhills, but I can't now. It hurts too bad.
Okay. What is it that hurts? The entire leg?
Yeah, actually, that little 10-minute cat nap I took in the dynamite shelter on Sunken Branch Road. It used to be a dynamite storage shed.
You can walk and talk. I'll keep up. I don't want to see you cost yourself time.
Just that 10 minutes I dozed off, it like reset my brain or something, just like I've always heard.
Ah.
And because I was getting delirious. I mean, I was stumbling around. I just couldn't keep moving. And the daylight seemed to help my legs a little bit.
How many hours do you think you'll be at the finish?
Let's just say it's 15 miles. At 3 miles an hour, that's 5 hours.
Okay.
2 o'clock. No, that's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock at the finish.
But I'm going to be going a little slower now, so
yeah.
1 o'clock at the earliest. Just be up there maybe at 12:30.
Okay. Man alive, that is a one tired looking wish. I hope he pulls this off. But one thing I've always liked about Jason is he's always had a positive attitude. So as long as he finishes and gets back to Patterson where he started, he will, regardless of the time, he will be happy. Should I send that to Jason? Amazing. I just saw 2 bears entering the trail minutes after you. I don't know if that would help him pick up the pace. That might be considered support.
Well, I made it to the top of the Susquehannock Trail. That way goes back to the Denton Hill trailhead. That way goes to my truck. Patterson State Park, 8 miles away. This is going to be the most difficult 8 miles of my life. Like, I don't know if I'm capable of doing it. I'm hurting that bad. My feet and knees and ankles are shot. But obviously I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm not coming back here to do this again. So close, but so far. All right, the final 8 mile push, let's go.
Well, we got him last updated at 11:49, so that's just 10 minutes ago. He had just crossed the West Branch right there where he's at. He's only got a mile or so to get right back to here. That's where he started yesterday at 5:10 a.m. I think it was. So not a lot left to do. And then it's back to civilization for old Jason. So We should be seeing him pop out in the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. Yep. And maybe that's him calling. He's obviously ending where he started at Patterson State Park, right here on 44. He would have started across the road over there. And of course ending here. Well, he started here, but he had to walk across the road. And then he'll come out here. And that'll be a day. Oh, we got a visual. Here he comes. He's a huffing and a puffing. He's like a barn sour horse. Woo! You made it. How do you feel?
Horrible.
Oh my. Good night. There it is, everybody. Stopping the time.
Gosh. Oh.
All right, we got the helicopter coming. Oh my goodness.
That last half mile was freaking horrible.
Oh, we'll never get you up now.
Oh, thank the good Lord. I'm off that trail. Oh, goodness.
You need water? You can have support now. All right, here is Jason's first support off the trail.
I'm ready for some support.
There you go. Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, and there's a nice hot meal included.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
How bad.
Eggs with ham, potatoes, and onions in.
We had to give him CPR, but he's
Well, you can't beat that.
Hey. There's a picnic table, right?
Yeah, it's over there if you wanted to walk to it.
Yeah, that's right. Feel hard to get in the 30s.
Yeah.
That last mile was brutal, though.
No, even.
Some soup.
Oh.
I think it's starting to
Gee, nice. Look at that.
12 and a half hours, or 12 hours, so I was on pace to
Uh-huh.
easily beat Cole, but man, it just went downhill from there.
Yeah.
I got sick again last night at 2. I think I emailed you that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had to lay down about 1:30. I forget where I was for about an hour. I couldn't sleep because I shivered too much.
Uh-huh.
And then I stopped in the
The cabin.
no, not the cabin. I mean, I didn't want my devices to show me going to the cabin because that could be looked at as support.
Yeah, yeah.
So
okay.
I just sat out there under the fire tower, didn't move. Just
Okay.
got
yeah,
some snacks
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
At the dynamite shelter.
Okay.
I went in there and slept
Yeah.
I laid down for a half hour and I think I dozed
Yeah.
off for 10 minutes.
We
thought you crawled in there and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What happened is my Garmin.
Bill saw you were there for a while.
Yeah, my Garmin. I was only there for a half hour really, but my Garmin died. Or it was getting ready to die, so I put it on the charger right before that. And then when you take it off the charger, it always wants to shut down. And I had just changed plans on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was supposed to happen today, but I called them before I left. I told them, my Garmin cannot shut down on me.
Yeah.
So what must have happened? There was about, 3 hours there or something?
Yeah, easy.
Where it was in limbo between plans, and it finally activated again and started working.
Wow.
What'd you come up with for a time?
The exact time was 31 hours and 12 minutes.
31:12.
31:12. Alrighty. And your name again? You were Bill, the president.
Bill Boyd.
Bill Boyd, the president of the STC.
Treasurer.
Treasurer. I'm sorry, treasurer. Who's the president?
I'm the president.
You're the president.
Wanda.
All right,
and
Wanda's
Lois,
the president.
Lois Morey is our secretary.
And
so we have our 3
There
club
we go.
officers here.
Boy, top dogs all come out for this.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And I saw Kurt at Lyman Run. He was taking some pictures when I ran by.
Oh, good, good.
No idea how I figured it would look.
Oh, this is an unboxing.
They are sore. Oh my gosh. Itchy. They feel swollen up a little bit like they did on the Chateau. Not near as bad. Oh. Got socks sticking to the Leukotape.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't see any blisters. Whew, the aroma. Now there's the black and blue toes. They're both like that from kicking rocks last time.
Oh,
my last attempt.
Goodness.
Didn't kick any rocks this time though. Unbelievable. I think it's gonna stay. I don't think I'm gonna lose that one. The Lugo tape stays on amazingly.
Wow.
They look pretty good. I don't really notice any swelling, not much.
Nothing.
Everything looks good.
Good. Nice. Well, there you go. You're on the road to recovery then already. Oh, why did you do that?
They were filming.
Well, we're gonna leave this tired thru hiker to take a little rest. So, all right, we'll see you later.